Hello everyone, here Talk with Tanya every Friday 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. So as promised, what am I going to talk about today? You are right, some simple tips to help you with fatigue. Now, I have a question for you first before I go on and talk about this. So I'm wondering if you're ever feeling like this. You get out of bed and you're hearing that alarm and you're dreading turning it off and you're just like trying to search for energy. And possibly you're a coffee drinker and you're drinking coffee all day to try and stay awake and try to get energized. And also, are you feeling like this? You're like unmotivated. You're easily irritated, like things that used to bring you joy, no longer feeling joy for. Do you feel overwhelmed and stress is like way up here and you don't know how you're going to complete one project, or you don't know how you're going to manage to do one thing and then the other thing, and all this stuff is going up, on top of your mind. And you're just feeling so frustrated and overwhelmed. So, if you answered yes to one or more, then what's happening is you have hit adrenaline fatigue. What's adrenaline fatigue, you're asking, right? What happens is your body has what's called adrenaline glands, and they kind of sit in the middle by your kidney area. And they release, and I have this written down, make sure I don't mess up a word and get tongue-tied. So they release various adrenaline hormones. Some of those are what is called, you'll also hear the word cortisol. You'll hear the word also epinephrine, and also the word I can never pronounce this, that's why I have it written down, is norepinephrine. So those are things part of the adrenaline hormones. And what happens is when your body releases these adrenaline hormones and these other things I've mentioned, is your blood pressure goes up, your heart rate goes up. These things are released to increase your energy. So you probably hit the word fight or flight, right? Now, what happens with adrenaline fatigue is when you are constantly hitting that fight or flight, constantly your body is releasing these adrenaline hormones. There's only so much your body can give, and that's when that adrenaline fatigue takes over and you've got like no more. And that's where that dragging your feet is, the feeling extremely irritated. There's like nothing left in you. There's none of these positive hormones to help you with that. And that cortisol, and there's nothing left. So, however, there are ways of getting over this, because you want to and I want you not having these adrenaline fatigue syndrome happening anymore. You want to be able to wake up refreshed and wake up energized and not, have to drink coffee all day for that energy. And, not what happens is your body tends to then crave those carbohydrates. And, that's when often the body also, you're trying all these things, trying to lose weight, and it is not happening because your body is like, everything stops, right? Metabolism stops because your body is fighting, trying to move forward, get you past this stress, but you are stuck there. So, no more exhaustion, no more depletion, okay? You are going to move forward today. There's just 5 simple things that you can start doing today to get you like not exhausted anymore, all right? So 5 simple tips to prevent this adrenaline fatigue happening for you, okay? And anybody else there that you care about, that's important to you. Now, I've mentioned this before, but exercise, right? Walking every day, finding a fitness class you love, like my shapeshift session classes, and, moving and releasing. Because when you move your body, when you exercise, right? And I'm not talking like, doing all this, spending an hour, your body can't do an hour productively. Okay. You're going to be totally exhausted. And that's how people end up getting hurt. There's certain exercises that you do, that's called resistance exercise. And I talked about this resistant training last week, using weights. That's part of this, healthy exercise, working out, moving your body. Your body has been made to move, right? Think back, like prehistoric time, caveman time, people, everyone was moving all the time. Now we live in such a sedentary lifestyle. No wonder you're so stressed, right? The body wants to move, but you're not listening to it. You're not allowing it to do what it naturally wants to do. So number one, everybody can do it, right? Even if it's, getting and just stretching there, you can do it at work. Use your lunch hours to go for a walk. Use that time throughout the day to stretch. Just do something, all right? So exercise, moving the body is number one. Number two is, when you're feeling like this, I've mentioned it before and I'm going to mention it again because this is such an important tip for you. Just breathe, right? When you're feeling like this, stop what you're doing. Take big inhale and relax it. And with each inhale you take it really deep breath through the nose, kind of hold it for a sec. And then release it through the mouth. Exhale it out. Each time you inhale, take a breath of fresh air and release any kind of tension you are feeling. And I guarantee you do that just with 5 simple deep breaths, and you're going to feel so much better, so much relaxed. You'll feel your shoulders go down and relax. So possibly you start like this. By the time you get to that 5th time, you're just going to feel this sense of like relaxation and this stress going away, and you're going to be so much more productive. When I say productive, because usually people feel that at stress or at home, you'll be such a better, when you're relaxed, right? You can move forward in a more positive way. So again, exercise, move that body, breathing, relaxation, taking that time just to release that stress. That is number 2, okay? Number 3, I've talked about this before too, is sleep, okay? Sleep consists of 2 things. Getting good quality sleep 6 to 8 hours 6 to 8 hours sleep every night, which means before you go to bed, there are some things you need to do. And again, this entails with what I've talked about all the time. All those electronic devices that, I don't know a household that doesn't have it, like including a cell phone, right? 1 hour before you go to bed, you need to log off all those electronic devices, okay? I've talked about the blue light that it emits, and it activates your brain, right? Your brain's supposed to be winding down, specifically that hour before you go to bed, it's supposed to be winding down, getting ready to go to sleep. All those electronics emit dirty electricity as well, which is really negative energy and ions. So get to bed get sleep 6 to 8 hours, get to bed, take a warm bath, take a shower, just release the energies. Get off those electronics 1 hour before you go to bed. The only thing you need to have in your bedroom is your clock, radio, or your alarm away from your bed. So you actually need to get up and if it's a plugged in a clock radio, that's dirty energy. So you're lying there, it's beside you, and all this dirty negative energy is going to you. So you put it away. So for example, in our bedroom, we have our bed, and to actually turn off the clock radio, the alarm when it goes off, it's on very quiet music. We need to actually get off the bed, walk across the room to the dresser drawer, so it's not even near us. All right, that's what you need to do too. Do not use your phone for your alarm. Okay, you can pick up clock radios really cheap, so do not use your phone, because again, that phone is emitting all those negative energies, right? There's electricity there, there's There's waves that come off your phone, so get rid of it beside you. Get rid of your TVs in your room. You don't need it, right? So, again, 3 things. Exercise, move your body. 2, breathe, meditate, release that stress. Number 3, get 6 to 8 hours of sleep every night, and 1 hour before you go to bed, log off those electronic devices, okay? Number 4 is this. Caffeine, I've mentioned this before, too, takes 6 hours to get out of your system, okay? If you go to bed at 10 at night, then the last caffeinated or caffeine you need to be having is 4 o'clock. So no caffeine 6 hours before you go to bed. Sugars, okay? You put sugar in your body. So all those, if you're going to have dessert, indulge, but not every day. But do it again, 4 hours before you go to bed, because your body is like energized from the sugar, right? It's like, oh, do you ever have something like, so for kids are a prime example, right? When they have sugar, they're like bouncing off the walls. So think of that happening to you. Maybe you feel it too, right? You have sugar and you're like energized, or you're all shaky. So that is, again, getting that body, instead of it relaxing, your metabolism is going gung-ho, your adrenaline is going gung-ho. So eliminate, reduce those sugars. Okay, fruit is fine. It's better to have fruit, earlier part of the morning, like in the morning, or earlier part of the afternoon. And alcohol, of course, you don't want before you go to bed because of the stimulants, and also any kind of processed foods, again, because of the nasty fats in there and the sugars in there. So no processed food. Have the natural stuff, all right, that our ancestors had. So that's number 4. Okay, number 5. Now I want you to check with, there are supplements you can take. Of course, it's always best to check with your naturopath, but these are proven, even in a health food store. Talk with the staff there, because in a health food store, they all have like their nutrition certification, all that. So talk to them. But proven studies have already proven the supplements that help with sleep is B complex, okay, and that brings your stress level down. The B complex. Some people cannot, their body can't absorb that B vitamin because of the stomach issues. So you may need to supplement for that. And remember, B supplements you suck under your tongue, because that's how the body absorbs it. So B complex, because again, it is helps with stress, helps us deal with stress. And things like, I have them written down again so I don't mispronounce them, Rhodalia, Ashwandra, blah, 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 and Siberian or Suma ginseng. So again, talk to a naturopath about those, what's best for your specific body. And magnesium. So when I say magnesium, a lot of people wake up throughout the night because all of a sudden their calf is cramped up, they have leg cramps. So that is a key sign that your magnesium is really low. So that by when that happens, like, oh, you can't move, right? And you're trying, and your adrenaline, like, you're feeling stressed again. So you're supposed to have a good night's sleep, but now you just got woken up with this like leg cramp, and now it's really hard to fall back asleep. So there goes your 6 hours sleep. And magnesium is really, really essential. Also, again, relaxing the muscles, relaxing your nervous system. And also for heart health, you've probably read studies about that too. And also, believe it or not, magnesium is really, really good for stress recovery. So all the times you're feeling crazy, magnesium helps bring down and allows you to recover from that flight and fight mode. So just look at the time, 15 minutes into here, Talk with Tanya. So I hope those tips helped you. Again, I'll just go over them one more time. Again, number 1, moving the body, doing some form of exercise. your relaxation techniques, those warm baths with Epsom salt, just breathing, learning how to breathe, learning big inhales, big exhales, getting that 6 to 8 hours sleep every night, getting off the electronic devices 1 hour before you go to bed, and reduce things like your sugar, your caffeine 6 hours before you go to bed, processed foods, and and the supplements, the B complex, the magnesium, and then the ashwagandha, the ginseng. Again, please talk to a naturalist or blank on the name. So, one more thing too. If you're wondering about like what kind of exercise, like what should I do for my body type? Because everybody's body type is different, right? Your fitness levels are different. The way your movement is, it's different. So, let me know if you need help with that. I'd love to help you. I also love, ladies, for you, all you busy middle-aged moms out there, premenopausal, 35 to 55 years of age in the KW area. Come on out, try a week of my free fitness classes. I'm not even going to say what it's like because you got to experience, and then you'll know why all these ladies are like feeling so much better. And if you liked what I said, hit like underneath this video. Hit the share button underneath so that your friends, your family members, your colleagues, they're face this adrenaline fatigue. They're dragging their feet. They're talking about how tired they are. Share it so they can benefit and get onto that positive road ahead. And of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to my channel so that you will never miss one of my weekly posts, my live chats, and also the extra one I do during the week. That is it for today. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for thinking about the importance of your health and your wellness and your overall fitness level. Remember, health, wellness, exercise, it all fits together to shape your foundation. Tanya Otterstein-Liehs here, Body Business KW if you're on Facebook page, or bodybusiness.ca if you are on my website. Here I am shaping your foundation. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you next Friday, live 12:30 Eastern Standard Time, and chat soon. Take care. Bye.